Good morning, good afternoon, good evening and good night, depending on what time you're watching this next video from me, Avomance, in my seed tour and review series. Last time we got treated to a superb seed with about a bazillion biomes and some unbelievably massive mine shafts right underneath our feet. And then there was the fossil as well. If you've not seen this one, go and see it. The link is in the description below. There were some really weird chunk loadings as well. You do not want to miss it. This week, we've got a different one that is very, very different. Let's go and have a look. As always, we are going to create this world together. This is the world name, which is the seed. We're in creative, go into more world options, pop in the seed into this screen here. All of these things should just stay as they are. Click done and create new world. What is this going to bring us? Amazing. We have spawned in and we are in a mushroom island. I love these things. These things are so cool. One of the most favourite things I have about these things is the fact that you don't get mobs spawning on them. Look at the way that floor is fizzing away. They're absolutely superb. Here comes the mushroom. This is a great place to start. I'm so pleased we have got a mushroom island. We've got to have a little bit of a look around there. Oh my absolute goodness. It's a fairly large mushroom island, quite long and thin, but it's got a big old blob around about this area here as well. Loads of space. If you wanted to build a mushroom island base, this is perfect. It's absolutely enormous and you are not going to be littered with mobs, which is always a challenge. Now, I'm told there is something just off of the southeast, so let's just get my F3 screen up here. And I'm facing east and south. So southeast is in that direction. Let's go, take F3 off, because I think there is a bit of a treat for us over here. If I speed along, I don't think we have to go too far, because the person that sent me this seed said it was pretty close. And there it is. It really is pretty close. Look at that. We have got an ocean monument. I mean, well, again, you could throw a trident and knock out one of these guardians from there, couldn't you? Dead easy. That poor squid, he's getting a right old bashing. Those guardians do not like squid. You have to feel for them, don't you? So we are really well endowed here with a beautiful ocean monument right off the coast of our island. Let's have another quick skizz around, because this is going to be a very watery base, I think. We do, of course, though, have some shipwrecks, which is always useful. We do like shipwrecks. They give us the necessary maps to go treasure hunting. If you've not seen my recent treasure hunt and what to do with a treasure map video, the link is in the description below. Please do go and have a look. Look, we've got another wreck there. We should be pretty happy with the amount of wreckage that we got. We don't have to go too far. What's quite nice is over here we've got plenty of sand. The one downside of a mushroom island is the fact that you don't have any sand, which means you can't produce glass. But look, a very short boat ride and you have got yourself enough sand to keep you going forever, frankly. In this desert, we've got a really great looking ravine. That's going to give us really fast access to some of the deeper ores. We've got ready access to some lava there as well, which is brilliant. And a savanna biome just on the horizon there that's going to keep us going for wood. Oh, and look, just here, we've got a village. So that is not going to take too much effort to be able to bring villagers across in a boat to your island if you wanted to set that up. Another ravine as well. This place is getting quite good. I really like this village. Look at that. Look at a beautiful way that's been set out on the hill with that big old house on the top, and it kind of cascades down with this waterfall. I really like the way that's worked out. So I was just flying back over the desert. Spawn is literally just over in that direction that I'm looking. And you'll never guess what I found. I found another ocean monument. Yep, another one. Look, this is not the one that we had before, because the other one was right on top of Spawn Island, if you remember. Spawn Island is off in that direction. This is another one. And then, would you Adam and Eve it, I flew off in this direction ever so slightly. And have a wild stab in the dark. What I found whilst I was just literally flying across here. It is yet another one. That is 3 ocean monuments, I would say within 400, maybe less, 300 blocks of the spawn area. You are going to be guardianing for days. I just came around that third guardian well, potential guardian farm, and headed back, kind of skirting to the right of spawn area. I'm about 300, maybe 400 blocks away, and we found ourselves a little bit of ice, which is always very, very useful. I do love to have access to ice not too far away from where I am. And then that brings us on to that big savanna biome that we could see in the distance previously. We've got plenty of wood opportunity here, so as we're never going to run out of wood, and another village, a savanna village in this instance, which means that we can get even more villagers and maybe instigate a few trades. I think we've got plenty of resource right by us. We are about maybe 600 blocks from spawn right now. Would you believe it? We've got a fourth ocean monument, and if I check my F3, I'm only, what, 477,386. We are really close to spawn. So within 500 blocks in the four directions, we have got four, no less than four of these fellas lurking around. How many guardian farms do you actually need? And also, just outside it, you can see that we have got a nice little coral reef here that we can gather some coral. That's always nice to have it close by, because then we can use those sea pickles that naturally spawn. And I said it was small. I said it was small. Small it is not. We can use the sea pickles to naturally spawn light under the water from this coral. This is massive. Small. What are you on? We are back at our spawn point on the Mushroom Island, and I'm gone into spectator mode with a night vision potion, and we are going to have a look under the ground just to see if there's anything worth having. We've already got great overground. Let's look about underground. Well, we've got plenty of caves going around here. It's often very common that within a Mushroom Island you get plenty of caves, so I'm not massively surprised by that. But what I am surprised at is that we've got these massive ravines that are begging to be explored. And this is a big old mineshaft right here, isn't it? Goodness me, look at this. Loads of twisting, turning pathways for us to explore. And it enters into the ravine. Oh, this ravine is riddled with this mineshaft. That's really nice. I like the way that kind of twists and turns across. It's a little bit like you've populated a ravine and turned it into like a housing estate. We've got lots and lots of area here for us to be able to get plenty of resources. There's a number of chests here, so I imagine this is well worth an explore as soon as you've managed to coat yourself, because there is a lot of mobs going to be down there. There is also a nice little spawner right here as well. What spawner is that? That's a skelly spawner. That is actually my personal favourite spawner. I do love a good skelly spawner, so that's quite a nice place to have. We've travelled just a couple of hundred blocks, and look at this, two perfectly placed spawners to be able to create a double farm. This fella is another skelly, and this one is a spider. That's brilliant. You really, really want to know that. That is 181, 170, and you see these two spawners. That is right next to the island. Probably if we come up, see the island. There it is. It's only over there. We are really, really close there. That's brilliant. And right next to it, we've got an additional mineshaft. More mineshafting fun that has got a spider spawner in it there as well. This is crazy. We are just under the ground by that coral reef. And there is yet another spawner. This one is a zombie spawner. But I tell you what, that's not all. Look around there. I'm going to show you a few others. So we've got this zombie spawner. Then we've got that one. And that one. This one, which is a skelly spawner, along with this one, which is a spider spawner. This one, which is another skelly spawner. This one here, which is a spider spawner. And this one as well, which is another spider spawner. And I've got to be honest, I think I missed 2 or 3. Now, all of those spawners were no further away in any direction from here than 400 blocks. Literally 480 blocks is the furthest away than where I am physically standing now. It's absolutely ridiculous the number of spawners there are underneath this place. This is amazing if you want mob spawning. What we're going to do now is we're going to go and check out to see whether or not the Nether is as good. Here we go. And we are out in the Nether. We're coming out into a relatively open cave with... Oh my goodness. Literally, look at that. We have spawned out onto this ledge. And right there, right right there, we have got a nether fortress. That is insane, and it looks like it could be quite a good one because a massive chunk of it is over the lava, which means that you can start making blaze farms and wither skelly farms much more easily because of the absence of ground. We've got here, you can see we've got blaze spawners, so we are quite happy that we can do something with those as well. Look, the portal is just over there. You can still see it. It is in the render area. And we have got a huge... Most of this fortress appears to be outside of the rock. But it's pretty twisty-turny. Look, there's another spawner as well. We are blessed with this fella. Look at it. That's brilliant. That's absolutely enormous. But that is not all. Because I am told there are others nearby. So right now, if I get my F3... I'm on 113 minus 120. So if I just go into game mode spectator, and I'm told if I teleport myself to these coordinates, I should find myself somewhere interesting. And indeed I do. We have got another fortress. We've just teleported ourselves, what, no more than a couple of hundred blocks, not even, and we've got ourselves another fortress again. But that's not all. Why don't we try doing this? Yep, right here we have got yet another fortress. So this is 3 fortresses within, what, just a couple of hundred blocks of each other, which is insane. Loads of fortress ability. This seed is officially insane. There is so much to do. You are surrounded by water and yet you are never going to run out of stuff. We have got so many spawners underneath our feet. We've got 4 potential guardian farms within a couple of hundred blocks of where I'm standing. We've got 3 nether fortresses within about 100 blocks of where we go through to the nether. We've got villages close enough to transport people over in boats. We've got shipwrecks. We've got this amazing mushroom island, and there's other resources like wood, etc. close by enough to be able to live here for very happily for years and years and years. Absolutely brilliant. So I officially declare, Pyromaniac, you are the king of Seed 6. This is brilliant. Thank you so much for introducing me to this seed. It is superb. Well, this mushroom seems to be very interested in me. He's given me a little bit of a push and then got bored. If you've got a really great seed that you think you would like me to take a look at, send me an email to avomanceminecraft@gmail.com. That is avomanceminecraft@gmail.com. Give me a little bit of a narrative, a little bit of a description as to why you think the seed is great. Give me some examples and I'll perhaps be able to feature it in a seed review moving forwards. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying them, and I will keep on making them. Also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see it in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.